G'day everybody. 19th of April today, and we're having another look at Bitcoin. So as we can see overnight, Bitcoin's come down and just about touched the bottom of our trading channel here, bounced back and now sitting at $30,352 right at the moment. As we've discussed before, Bitcoin's sitting in this strong channel. It's one of the strongest support resistance channels of the last 2 years. You can see how many times we hit the channel here before we bounced in. Now we're in here about 7 or 8 days, and we're probably going to be in here a bit longer. The volumes are really low and doesn't look like any particular kind of a breakout that's going to happen. So we'll be trading within this channel for a little bit longer yet. While we're here, let's have a little bit of a look down the side panel here, and we see Theta. Theta's up 10.39%. Okay, doing well, Theta. It's like YouTube for Web3, YouTube for the metaverse sort of things. That's Theta. So Theta's doing well. Another one doing well is Superfarm, up 31% here. Coming back down, so we had a really big pump there with Superfarm. So even after we've come down, we're up 31%. And Gala up 7%. So Gala, Superfarm, Theta, all up decent amounts today and all related to the gaming industry. So something's going on there with gaming. Back to the top, we'll have another look at Bitcoin, 3.15% increase today. Most likely we're heading up for this area of 31,000 to retest. And at these kind of volumes, we're not going to break through, and we'll be moving within the channel for a bit longer, as I said before. Have a quick look at this chart here. We can see the stochastics down at 42. RSI is getting hot again at 64. And the yellow money flow is coming back up into Bitcoin. So that's all being reflected in the chart up here with the movement within the channel. Let's have a look at a bit of other news today. And we see here Gary Gensler, questioned by the House Financial Services Committee. Yeah, there's a video going around. It's about 5 hours long if you want to watch the whole thing. And you'll see Gary Gensler and others reporting to the House Financial Services Committee. So Gary Gensler basically in this, in his time in the chair there, reporting to the head of the committee, Patrick McHenry, basically said that in his view, Bitcoin is a commodity and Ethereum he won't say. Patrick McHenry told in his opening statement that Gensler and the Security and Exchange Commission had initiated almost 50 distinct enforcement proceedings against digital asset users this year. The agency intends to expand enforcement with a $78 million budget request. So they're asking for more money to go after more cryptocurrency tokens, coins, and exchanges. So Gary Gensler after more money to continue doing what he's doing, while others are trying to get him removed from his job. Coinbase looking at leaving the US. Now, this is a bit of an old story. Coinbase is in a bit of trouble itself. The company was recently ordered to pay a $100 million fine in response to regulatory findings that indicated Coinbase posed a high risk of criminal behaviour. Furthermore, Coinbase has announced that it may face SEC prosecution for alleged securities law violations. In blog posts, the corporation expresses its concern, stating that 1 million tech jobs are in jeopardy in the US owing to regulatory uncertainty. So Coinbase putting a bit of pressure back onto the US government, saying, well, if you want to regulate us that hard, we'll just move offshore and we'll take all our money with us. And the jobs that we create within the United States, they'll all be created overseas in another country. So crypto will go on It just depends from where the base is. And United States government has a bit of thinking to do about what they're going to do about that. Okay, so let's get over to the crypto bubbles, have a look what's going on here. And in crypto bubbles, yeah, we see Theta up, XRD, DYDX, Maker token. Okay, so mostly in the green, everyone's having a half decent day. Fear and greed. In the fear and greed, we're at 58. So just into the greed, not too high. Probably the sort of level you might expect at the moment with Bitcoin trending sideways within that channel we spoke about earlier. Liquidations, pretty even, 50-50 here on the liquidations. So $36.24 million of liquidations in the last 24 hours with Bitcoin. Rainbow chart. Let's have a look at the rainbow chart. And in the rainbow chart, we see that Bitcoin is in the accumulation phase. The fire sale phase is over according to the rainbow chart, and we're in the accumulation phase. Still a long way to get up into the red there, into the top of the chart. So a good time to buy, even at these prices. Now we'll jump over and have a look at the Ethereum rainbow price chart. And if we're looking at the Ethereum price chart, we see that it's still in the fire sale range, just moving up to the undervalued range. So Ethereum looking at the moment like a good deal. And for a bit of fun, we'll have a look at some of the celebrity NFTs. Justin Bieber here with his $470,000 Bored Ape Yacht Club. Another one here for Justin, $470,000. Another one here for $1.3 million. Paris Hilton, $275,000. So Bored Ape Yacht Club, these apes are actually dropping quite significantly at the moment. So these people have spent a lot of money on this. If we have a look here, Gary Vaynerchuk with his CryptoPunk, Gary Vaynerchuk, $3,764,000 on a CryptoPunk. Now, he either paid way too much or something a bit funny's going on there. Gary Vaynerchuk, $781,000. Logan Paul, $168,000. Well, if you're going to spend a heap of money on a CryptoPunk, that's probably a bit more like it. Snoop Dogg, $2.1 million on his CryptoPunk. All seems a bit too expensive, and the bottom's fallen out of the values of these NFTs at the moment, so a lot of money down the drain. Let's get back to Bitcoin, something a bit more important than those NFT monkeys and CryptoPunks. And we see here Bitcoin at $30,332, sitting within the channel where we expect it to be for a few more days at least. Okay, that's it for now. We'll talk again soon. Thanks for watching.